to all my Sagittarius. So, please make sure to get the book at Amazon or BarnesandNoble.com. The links will be in the description box below as usual. So let's get into it. So the cards that I come up with for the Sagittarius, is this is for Sagittarius, just so you know. Just made a little mistake. Shout out to all my Sagittarius, by the way. You know, cards that I come up with are the Death card and the Sagittarius are y'all know which one I'm talking about. They're lovely. Y'all know. Anyway, the Nine of Swords, Two of Swords. Before I start getting into my anyway, the Three of Pentacles, Four of Wands, Four of Coins, the Lovers, the Nine of Spears, the Eight of Cups, and the Page of Cups. So many people just get mad. So many people get mad whenever it is that I joke and have fun. I'm having fun doing what it is that I do, yo. Like, you know what I mean? Like a person got to be super serious, stingy, It's like, I'm having fun. I'm relaxed. I'm having fun. I'm really enjoying myself, and I'm glad that y'all are tuning in. There's not a problem with that, So for the Sagittarians, what I'm seeing here is the Death card, Nine of Swords, Two of Swords. Okay, this is great because this means that you've put an end to a situation that you needed to for a very long time. Past relationship, cut off friendships as well. The Death card represents Scorpio. Obviously, the Death card does not denote or tell a story of easy departures. It usually tells of ones that are painful, especially for you, right? The person who is experiencing it or the people who are experiencing it. But the Nine of Swords and the Two of Swords represents this was necessary because a lot of you Sagittarians, what it is that a lot of you Sagittarians want, but Sagittarius more than likely will never tell other zodiac signs, is that Sagittarians want spiritual enlightenment. And they're not afraid to go out there and actually experience it, right? And that requires a certain level of freedom, right? This is the reason why I don't want to, be married or any of that stuff. Because I understand, right? And I actually have my Eros, because that's another part of the chart that we can get into privately, though. But my Eros is in Sagittarius, actually, believe it or not. So, which is Sagittarian in nature, by the way. Eros is kind of Sagittarian in nature. So I do have elements in Sagittarius in me anyway. So it represents how, what it is that you Sagittarians want is real enlightenment, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, okay? And you have to understand that requires a certain level of freedom. It requires a certain level of elusivity, right? Flexibility, right? And certain relationships will automatically stop you from experiencing certain levels of enlightenment, bliss, which is what you and Aquarius have in common. You're trying to experience bliss in the flesh. We can get into that. But a lot of people don't really understand that. And a lot of times people, like I said, Sagittarius can end up becoming disappointed because a lot of people don't understand that. Because you got to understand, Sagittarius is half person, half horse. So Sagittarius, although Sagittarius has the horse or the donkey elements in it, it's still to a certain extent or halfway can make that metamorphosis from animal to person. You understand what I'm saying? The other zodiac signs really are Aquarius, Gemini, and Virgo, right? Even with Libra isn't necessarily an animal, but it's more of an inanimate object, if you catch my drift. So Libra is more of a principle than a person. You understand what I'm saying? But the person has to essentially carry out that principle. Like I said, we can get into that. But either way it goes, The Three of Coins and the Four of Wands represents a lot of people are not going to necessarily understand what it is that a lot of you Sagittarians are building. And because of this, only a few people you're really going to get along with. So I'm seeing how a lot of you Sagittarians, like I said, just have cut off a lot of the past friends, past loved ones in that sense, romantically, because they didn't understand you. And they didn't take the time to get to understand you. They didn't want to. So the Four of Pentacles is about now the things that you're trying to do are the things that are worth your time. You being the judge, jury, right? Of how you spend your time. And the Lovers and the Nine of Spears, right, represents, how, you know, the people whom you actually choose to spend your time with. Is completely 100% up to you. And nobody will actually be able to take that away from you because, again, you have freedom of association. So now it's, you Sagittarians are looking to upgrade the quality of your lives based upon the quality of the people whom you choose to hang out with and whom you meet. So you're going to meet people, judge their value, and if these people have a certain level of value and standards, you Sagittarians may hang out with them. If not, then you Sagittarians are going to be like, cross this person off the list, move on to the next. But the Eight of Cups and the Page of Cups now represent how, I'm not even going to lie to you, you will, some of those people who have a lot of value are going to be people who are casted out and seen as trash by other people. Because the greater body influence that is governing, right, these unspoken rules and regulations as to who's worth something and who's worth trash is by people who are too interested in fitting in and fitting a criteria. So let's clarify the Page of Cups. All right, so we have the Three of Pentacles, High Priestess, right? Seven of Wands, right? Like I said, some of those people who are going to understand you and who you may hang out with are these people, the no counts, the people that a lot of other people think is lame because they're not getting to the clout or the bag. At least they perceive them to not be doing that, falsely, by the way, may I add, as not doing that, and choosing to have some sort of influence, right, over the decisions that people make based upon the little groups that you get yourselves, or they find themselves in, right? Because so many things are a little group. And then you have the Seven of Wands, right? As you can see, I don't really have a lot of respect for certain groups, right? But these Seven of Wands is that, yes, you will have to go through some things. I'm not even gonna lie, for you to meet those people whom you can actually get along with. So that's your reading for this week. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe. I'll be back next week. Peace.